afternoon baseball here on the show. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Texas Rangers and the Kansas City Royals. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
The game's count starting now. It's opening day. It's the show. And it's coming up next. Brett Saberhagen gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It'll be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
Michael Young is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0.
First pitch, 3-10.
Hit high in the air down the right field line. Here comes Soler in there, and their first hit of the season is going to be for extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with the runner in scoring position, one batter into the game.
And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. Ball one to start the at-bat. Young leads off second with nobody out. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
Here's the 2-1.
Nope. You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
And he misses there for ball four. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Batting third, the catcher, Rodriguez.
Up next for the Rangers, Pudge Rodriguez. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. First delivery to him. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball one. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. None out, runners at first and second. 1-2 to the Rangers catcher. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Soler is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with two men out. A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Mehdi, they got to love the production they're getting out of the leadoff spot right now. He's hitting over 400. Now, hold on. I know it's just April, but that's really impressive. And if you're hitting 400 in the backyard playing wiffle ball, you're still doing something pretty good. It's been a great start, and I'm interested to see if he can feed off of it the rest of the way.
David Dahl is in with two away now as he looks at a called strike one. Ready with the 0-1. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
Hey, it's looking like he may be able to get out of this one after giving up two singles early.
Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third, so the last thing...
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Rangers leave a pair. And now the Royals get their first shot in a scoreless ball game. And now Johnny Damon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Johnny Damon.
Now the pitch.
Nope, that's down.
The 2-0. Finds the zone, strike one. To 2-2 now.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
With Merrifield next to hit. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Throw over to the bag, and he'll be back in standing up. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball one. Ball one, no strike.
The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Pick your poison in this situation right here. I know that runner on first is certainly affecting his mechanics, but now you're down 2-0, and you got to find a way to get back in his strike zone.
From the belt, the pitch.
3-0 the count.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Damon gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
So now here is George Brett looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. On the ground for Young. This could be 2. There's 1 on to first to complete the double play. And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. Hero, what's your take on this team today?
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be let's get on this guy early. Day game in this ballpark. The sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day. Those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Gotta find a way to scratch a few across early.
Now a rocket deep down the line in left. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. Second inning set to go, and digging in is the veteran DH, Chris Davis. Here's the first pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
That's a ball.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Here comes the 1-2.
Count 2-2.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here's another 2-2. High in the air into shallow left center. Benintendi comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for route number 1.
Batting 7, the first baseman.
Hey guys, take a look at how Kansas City sets up on D. And let's take a look at first baseman Carlos Santana. Originally came up from the minors as a catcher. Also has dabbled at DH. But don't get it twisted. This guy can handle first base as well with soft hands and big-time power at the plate.
Nate Lowe digging in now, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. Bounce it to the left side. Oh, look at Brett. He gathers the throw. He's out. And here's another look at that highlight reel play with Showtrack. He didn't have a lot of time to react, but he made a beautiful diving stop, and then you see the good hard throw across the diamond to record the out. Nice work. At the plate, Charlie Culberson. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Rangers set down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Last half of the second set to go. And up next, the former World Series hero, Salvador Perez.
Salvador Perez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1.
You know, most people would be surprised he took that right there, because that looked like it was in his honey hole. He had to obviously be sitting on something else.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Royals catcher.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Dozier.
Hunter Dozier digging in now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. That evens it up 1-1. Dozier playing here in his age 29 season. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The 2-1 home. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2.
Batting 7. The left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Andrew Benintendi. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Now that's popped up. Culberson in foul ground. And no one will get this one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Royals go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Top of the third set to get underway, and that means Nick Solak will dig in.
The second baseman, Nick.
First pitch on its way. Solak is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. He's a second-year big leaguer. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Nick Solak goes down for the first out here in inning number 3. Here it comes. Michael Young is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Now this is lined into left field for a base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Stepping in now, Delino DeShields, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Now the 1-0.
Nope. Outside.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So next to hit is Pudge Rodriguez, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Had him hacking at the 2-0 change, and it's back to 2-1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Young stands at second with 2 gone. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Joey Gallo would be next. He's set the 3-1. Full count still. He set the payoff pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Payoff pitch on its way. A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Rangers lead 1. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in one of the best on-base percentage players in the game, Carlos Santana. Here's the first pitch to him. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, this home crowd didn't like this guy on the mound before, but now they really don't like him. He's gotten the faithful all worked up by hitting one of their best hitters early on in this game. And you can bet he's really going to hear it if he comes around to score.
Into the box, Adalberto Mondesi, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
In now, Johnny Damon, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. Here it comes, 1-0. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. In time, tough to run on Pudge as he nails him at second base.
Very well could have been a hit-and-run attempt there, but you kind of have to make contact for those to work out. He didn't, and his teammate was hung out to dry at second.
Look into Pudge now, the 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Three and 2, a full count to the Royal center fielder. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swinging a hard liner to center field. DeShields able to track it down for the 3rd out. Nothing doing for the Royals. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. So here's the cleanup hitter, Joey Gallo. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Counts even 2-2 to Joey Gallo. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. David Dahl waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Fielded cleanly. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. 1-0 the count. Comes set, now the pitch. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Gallo on at first. Nobody out. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Out of the stretch, here's his 3-1 home. And that misses for ball 4, and it's first and second now with nobody out.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
So next to the plate for Texas, Chris Davis flew out in his only at-bat so far. First pitch on its way. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Hey, 2 options if you're standing on the bump right now. Have to find a way to punch this guy's ticket or roll a double play.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Ball 3.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Comes back with a good slider there, and it's full 3-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Standing in now, Nate Lowe, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Comes set, and the 0-1 is strike 2 swinging.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. So with 2 on and 2 out now, let's have a look at our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And both of these guys bringing it pretty good. 97 and 93 is the top recorded speed so far. 2 men on, 2 out, and that'll bring in the Georgia native Charlie Culberson. Now the first pitch. Ready with the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. And the slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Now 2-2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3-2, then you put the runners in motion.
Two and two. Here it is. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. Back with more on opening day after this. With Merrifield next to bat, set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
At the letters, but called high. It's a ball. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
You could hear the solid contact all the way up here, and I thought we were going to have our first run of the game right there. Gets all the way to the fence, but it stays in the park, so he'll have to be okay with the double.
Into the box now, George Brett. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Royals. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. And he's way off balance with the swing there.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Down the third baseline. This is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Shot down the line. It's a fair ball. In at second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
In is Jorge Soler as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. The 0-1 delivery.
Oh, that's out.
Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Skied into straightaway right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And as a result of that errant throw back in, he'll advance 90 feet here and move up from second to third. So next to the plate for the Royals, Salvador Perez. He's looking to make this a 2-0 game if he can perhaps get a ball airborne here. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fouled off. Brett stands at third with one gone in the inning. Salvador Perez behind in the count, 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
And it's fouled away. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Hit hard on the ground at first. He's got it. The tag by Pudge, and they got him at the plate.
That could be a tough read for the runner at third because your first instinct is to take off for home on a ground ball. But when it's right at the corner infielder like that, it doesn't take a whole lot to nail you at the plate.
And that brings in Hunter Dozier. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. The 1-0. Line drive to left. In there, a base hit.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. Sinker gets the outside for a strike.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
The 0-2.
1 ball.
That misses. 1-2. And he got him. Minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. A run for the Royals on the RBI double. We're through 4. It's now 1-0 Royals. Welcome back to Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. We send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off protection.
Stepping in once again is Nick Solak. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
0-1 the count. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Down 0-2.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
The count now at 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Boy, just when you like to get one of those shutdown innings, the leadoff guy ends up reaching base right now, and you're looking for that 1-2 inning. Now you have to pitch out of the stretch.
Yeah, I can't tell you how that lights up an offensive dugout right there, getting that leadoff guy on. So many options, puts the pitcher on the defensive and in the stretch.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. The 0-1 on its way.
Ball, 1 strike. No, that's low.
Popped him up. Santana is there. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Delino DeShields.
So now into the box is Delino DeShields. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
Hey, that's a quality take right there. He knows the pitcher's trying to get him to hit a ground ball and roll 2.
Down and away, ball 1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner will get back standing. The 1-1 down the first baseline. Santana's got it. 1 there. Throw to Santana, the double play, and that's how the side is retired. We'll see Carlos Santana when we come back. Home half of the 5th coming up. Royals out in front, 1-0. Here's Carlos Santana now.
Leading up for the Royals, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball, that's low.
Hey, you think the game plan is to pitch this guy inside? They plunked him in the first at bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. Two and 1 to the Royals' first baseman. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Fouled away. Now the payoff pitch home. And that misses, ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
To the plate now, Adalberto Mondesi, and he fouls this one off. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Santana aboard here at first with nobody out. Struck him out. So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Johnny Damon hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
First pitch on the way.
Count 1-0.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn two, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Skied into straightaway right. Gallo is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The batter number 15, second baseman, Whit.
So two are gone now in the Royal fifth, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Whit Merrifield. He's set, and the pitch. And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. Two out with the man at first. 2-0 now.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Clips the corner of the zone with the sinker for a strike. 3-1.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Fouled off.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home, and he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Solak grabs it to retire the side. Royals leave one, but they're on top 1-0. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and next will be the speedy catcher, Pudge Rodriguez. First delivery to him. Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball one.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
1-0 count, here it is.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Next to bat will be the Texas cleanup hitter, Joey Gallo. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. After the walk, a quick check on first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. from the stretch.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Now a throw over. Runner back safely. Nobody out, runner on first. Fastball just inside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Changed up on him, and he gets the inside corner for strike 2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
This is flared right back over the mound. The second for 1 to Santana to get the double play.
Well, they got the tying run on base, but 1 ground ball later, and it's gone. He's going to be frustrated with himself after that.
David Dahl to the plate now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
0-1, here's the pitch. Two out, nobody on. Now a swinging bunt. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
We've got ourselves an awesome battle going on right here. Bottom line, the guy who's going to win this situation is the guy who executes.
3-2 now. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Gone! A solo home run there for David Dahl. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Rangers have drawn even now at 1 apiece.
Well, it took long enough, but they're finally on the board. We might look back at this shot as a spark they needed to make their bats come alive. Then again, it might just be a blip on the radar. We'll see how the rest of the game unfolds.
Here's Chris Davis now, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0 home. Lifted in the air to center. Damon is under this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. But a run scores in the inning, and that'll have to be good enough as this solo home run knots things up. On to the bottom of the 6th. All even now at 1-1. Welcome back to Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. We send it down to Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, Royals manager Mike Matheny talked with me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up, so we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ian Kennedy is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day. Now at the plate here is George Brett. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
Baseman, George.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Now the Rangers get a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen as a right-hander's begun to warm up out there. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Lifted the other way to left center. On the run is Dahl. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 12, Jorge Soler.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Jorge Soler. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 0-2 home.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. And up steps Salvador Perez. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now here's the first offering.
Yeah.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Changes up on him, and that's in the dirt for a ball. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Dahl's in pursuit. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. KC down in order. Score remains tied 1-1. Seventh inning ready to roll, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Nate Lowe.
The first baseman, Nate Lowe.
And now pitch on the way. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
A 2-1 count to the Rangers' first baseman. Count even at 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Now the payoff pitch home. Slow roller left side. Brett bare hands it. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Looking at this one, it's obvious he should have just hung on to it instead of throwing it to first. As it is, I think they'll score a hit and an error, and he's in scoring position.
Now here comes the Royal skipper up the stairs on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He departs in a tie ball game, but is responsible for that runner at second, so the best he can hope for is a no decision here. Jacob Junis comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. At the plate now, Charlie Culberson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. From the stretch. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Well, when you hear people talk about the unwritten rules of baseball, I think we just saw a perfect example of that. You hit one of mine, and I'm going to hit one of yours. Always been that way, and probably always will be, even though they've tried to crack down on that kind of stuff recently.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out, and that means Nick Solak will dig in. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Sacrifice attempt here. There's Merrifield. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Into the box, Michael Young, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-0 home. Ground to short. Could this be 2? There's 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Your basic 6-4-3 will get him out of danger. More opening day baseball coming up following this. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring up Hunter Dozier.
The designated hitter, Hunter Dozier.
Kennedy pauses. Here's the first pitch. And he punts the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. 2-2 to Hunter Dozier.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Strike one to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Dahl is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Up next for the Royals, the first baseman.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. He's set. Here it comes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Nope.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The 1-1. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Again, he sends it out of play. And a full count now as Kennedy misses there. It's 3-2 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Royals go down 1-2-3. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Now into the box, Delino DeShields. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
That's a ball.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Santana will watch it into the glove for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Ivan Rodriguez.
Next to stand in is Pudge Rodriguez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch of the AB now. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
Line drive to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit.
That was actually a well-executed fastball in off the plate. Credit the offensive player. He smelled that coming, turned and burned.
Here's Joey Gallo now. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the 0-1. And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
Nope.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Fastball just missed above the zone.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
At the plate, David Dahl, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive and a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. 1 left for Texas. Still tied 1 apiece. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi.
Number 27.
Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Fouled away. And a knuckle curve missed that time. 2-1.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Up next to the Royals, the center fielder, Johnny Damon.
Next up is Johnny Damon. He's set and the pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0. Swung on but fouled off to the left. The 1-1. Popped up. Culberson has room in foul territory, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Bases are empty, one man out. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Oh, and a great knuckle curve just buckled him there, and there are 2 gone.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
In now, Whit Merrifield. Turned on down the line. This is foul for the first strike. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Comes set, the 0-1, and he fouls this one off. Bouncer up the middle, reined in, throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. KC down in order. Score remains tied 1-1. Striding forward now is the DH, Chris Davis. His career numbers in this matchup, he's just 2 for 9. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball, that pitch is out.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Two and one.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 2-2.
One down, 3-2.
Swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box now, Nate Lowe. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. And he looks at one in there. 1-2.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that pitch.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Nate Lowe goes down for out number 2 in the top of the 9th. So now to the plate, Charlie Culberson. Ripped down the first base line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Into the wind, the 0-1.
Count 21.
2 out, nobody on. Two and one.
That's it.
To 2-2 now.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Two and two, the pitch. Hard liner toward short. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Hey, that's nice execution right there. Swung through the first slider, got it again, stayed tall, kept his hands back, didn't try and do too much, and delivered a nice base hit.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. That'll bring in Nick Solak, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Runners off for second. Pitch misses the throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Well, that stolen base was about as bang as they come, and as Show Track demonstrates to us right here, it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Now a long throw home. They can't make the tag on him. He's safe. And here in the 9th, they have taken the lead.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Stepping in now, Michael Young, as he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit. The relay, and he's going to make it there, barely, as he's into second base with a double. Josh DeMont takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Number 63. Josh DeMont.
At the plate now, Delino DeShields runs up and gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
Up next to the Rangers, the catcher, Rodriguez.
To the plate now, Pudge Rodriguez. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Last time through was a base hit. The 1-0.
Ball 2.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. And Pudge lays off 3 straight. Don't see that too often. It's 3-0.
Definitely in a tough situation facing the 3-hitter. You can work around him and maybe walk him to load the bases, but that just sets up the cleanup guy with the bases loaded.
And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And that'll bring up Joey Gallo. First delivery to him.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Young, the runner at third. DeShields on second. Rodriguez at first. 2 out in the inning. In there, 1-1.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
One and one. Here it is. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The 2-1 pitch. And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
The set. And the 2-2. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there. And now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. The Rangers on top here, 3-1. Eli White is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. Jose Leclerc is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Jose Leclerc.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, George Brett. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Fouled off. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. The 2-2 one more time.
I got 3 and 2.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a solo shot here to left center field, as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it.
Now back, right fielder, Jorge.
Into the box, Jorge Soler, as he will take a look at a fastball in there. As that strike zone expands just a little, it's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
And this is a perfect example of why this manager feels so confident going to this beast in the 9th right here. He is throwing absolute thunder right here, pumped up, and looks the part.
Base is empty here with nobody out. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Now the payoff pitch home. Finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Hit hard up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Jonathan Hernandez comes on here looking to get the final 2 outs and earn the save.
Jonathan Hernandez.
In now, Hunter Dozier, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Swing and a miss, 2-1.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Runners on first with 1 down. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying
Now
run
batting,
over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
At the plate, Andrew Benintendi rolled slowly down the first baseline. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Texas Rangers came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Ian Kennedy claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. First for the victorious Rangers, 3 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on base. For Kansas City, 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Our paid attendance at Kauffman Stadium this afternoon, 37,903. The Royals thank you for attending and remind you to buckle up and drive home safely.